Welcome to Part 1, 0 False Positives and Negatives. Watchdog Platform can be applied to a vast number of use cases. Let's consider an example of payment redirect, in context to procure-to-pay use case. One of the sensitive places to monitor is the vendor master system. This is where all vendor information is maintained. Bank accounts, terms or service or delivery, billing addresses, legal names, supplier contacts and others. A fraud detection system is used to monitor any access to vendor master. Now consider a user with valid access to the vendor master system, accesses the same vendor record, twice in a short period of time. Changing the bank account to new account, and then back to the original, only 10 minutes later. A red flag will be set by the fraud detection system. It looks like someone may be trying to redirect a payment, and then cover their steps. However, if a legitimate vendor payment isn't being generated, this is a false positive alert. This will result in delayed or rejected payment. On the other hand, a false negative is missed when a fraudulent bank account is taken from the vendor master during payment generation. The payment will be redirected. Your company cannot win. False positives grow exponentially, tying up valuable resources. False negatives simply leak money out of your company. Watchdog to the rescue. In these examples, Watchdog Platform focuses on data consistency between the invoice and the payment transactions. When invoice was entered and payment generated, were bank accounts consistent? Monitoring of access to the vendor master is not relevant. If bank account number value in the invoice transaction and payment transaction are different, the platform creates an actionable alert. In one sweep, all false positives are stopped, and all false negatives are caught. One more thing. Consider that John, the fraudster, gains access to all three systems: vendor master, invoice entry, and payment generation. Now he can create a fake entry in the vendor master, followed by invoice and payment. The data is consistent. However, a segregation of duty breach is found, and the payment stopped. In this use case, Watchdog Platform builds a chain of transactions that are required to create and deliver the payment to each supplier, thus providing a context. When each transaction is validated within such a context for data consistency, process bypass, and duplication, all frauds, system and user errors will be identified and stopped.